You already know what you should be doing. You don't need more advice. You don't need another planner. You don't need another productivity hack. And yet, you keep delaying. You open your phone, you check one thing, 10 minutes pass, then 30, then an hour. And the task you meant to start is still untouched. Most people call this laziness. That word sounds simple. It's also wrong. Because you're not avoiding work, you're avoiding something else. Procrastination is not a time management problem. It's an emotional regulation problem. Your brain is not asking, is this important? Your brain is asking, how will this feel? Before you begin any task, your mind runs a fast, silent calculation. Will this feel heavy? Will this feel stressful? Will this feel overwhelming? Will this drain me? If the predicted emotional cost feels high, your brain doesn't motivate you. It doesn't encourage you. It quietly pulls the brakes. Not to sabotage you, not to punish you, but to protect you. From its perspective, starting something that feels mentally painful is a threat, and the fastest way to keep you safe is to make you lose the urge to begin. That's why procrastination feels strange. You still care, you still want the result, but you feel disconnected from action. That disconnect creates shame. You tell yourself, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just do it? I used to be more disciplined. But discipline isn't the core issue. Safety is. Your nervous system decides what you have access to. When your nervous system senses danger, motivation shuts down, focus weakens, energy drops. This isn't character failure, it's biology. Think about the last time you actually started something easily, not forced, not pressured, not panicked. It probably happened when the task felt clear, the steps felt small, the outcome felt manageable. In those moments, procrastination disappears, not because you became a different person, but because your brain felt safe enough to move. That's the part nobody explains. Procrastination isn't about being broken, it's about being overloaded. And once you understand this, everything begins to make sense.
Your brain is predictive. It learns from experience. Every time you push yourself too hard, every time you burn out, every time you overwhelm yourself, your brain stores that memory. It connects starting with pain. So the next time you face a similar task, your brain remembers, not consciously, automatically. It says, last time this felt awful, and then it blocks motivation. Not because the task is impossible, not because you're incapable, but because your brain is trying to prevent another emotional crash. This is why procrastination often targets important things, not small meaningless tasks, but meaningful ones, projects, goals, decisions, life changes. Because important things carry emotional weight. They involve identity, they involve expectations, they involve the possibility of failure. Your brain isn't scared of effort, it's scared of emotional exposure. Another layer, perfectionism. Many people think perfectionism means wanting things to be perfect. It actually means being afraid to start unless success feels guaranteed. If your brain believes, if I start, I must do this perfectly, then starting feels dangerous, so your brain delays. Not because you don't care, but because you care too much. Another pattern. Procrastination increases when you're mentally exhausted, when you're overstimulated, when you're constantly switching attention. Your brain has limited energy. When that energy is depleted, initiation becomes difficult. Not impossible, just heavy. That heaviness feels like resistance, but it's really fatigue. This is why yelling at yourself doesn't work. Shame adds pressure. Pressure increases perceived cost. Higher cost increases avoidance. It becomes a loop. Try harder, feel worse, avoid more. The solution is not more force. Force teaches your brain that starting equals suffering, which makes future procrastination stronger. The real shift happens when starting feels safer, smaller, lower risk. That's where change begins.
Procrastination doesn't start as a personality trait. It starts as a coping strategy. At some point, delaying gave you relief. You avoided discomfort. Your nervous system calmed down. Your brain learned delay reduces pain, so it repeats the behavior. Over time, this becomes automatic. You don't decide to procrastinate. It happens, just like blinking, just like breathing. That's why willpower alone feels unreliable. Willpower fights habits. Safety rewires habits. Another hidden factor, self-trust. If you repeatedly tell yourself you'll start and then don't, your brain stops believing your promises. Not in a moral sense, in a predictive sense. So when you say, "I'll do it later," your brain quietly thinks, "Probably not." Motivation weakens because motivation relies on trust. Trust that effort will lead somewhere. Trust that you won't abandon yourself. Rebuilding that trust requires consistency, not big promises, small completions, tiny starts. Finishing small things trains your brain. Starting is survivable. Starting doesn't destroy me. And slowly, resistance softens. Another important truth, you don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You procrastinate because your system is overwhelmed. Lazy people don't feel guilty. They don't care. You care. That's your proof. The problem isn't lack of desire, it's overload. And overloaded systems need relief, not punishment. The goal is not to become a hyper-productive machine. The goal is to make starting feel safe again. That begins with lowering the emotional cost. Instead of asking, "How do I finish this?" ask, "How do I begin gently?" 5 minutes, one paragraph, one small action. Your brain doesn't need proof that you can do everything. It needs proof that you can start without collapsing. When that proof accumulates, motivation returns, quietly, naturally. Another shift. Stop identifying as a procrastinator. That label becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are not broken. You are a human nervous system responding to pressure. Treat yourself like someone you're trying to help, not someone you're trying to threaten. Structure beats willpower. Environment beats motivation. Remove friction. Reduce distractions. Make the first step obvious. Make the second step easy. Progress is built through design, not force. Here's the truth most people never hear. You don't need more discipline. You need less internal threat. When your brain feels safer, action becomes accessible. Procrastination fades. Not overnight, but steadily. And if this video helped you understand yourself in a new way, if you want more psychology-based content about focus, motivation, and mental control, make sure you subscribe to the channel. More videos like this are coming. Stay patient, stay consistent, and remember, you're not lazy. You're learning how to feel safe enough to move.